While since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas ain't using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with the Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
It's white cis men who are a part of the far right-winged ideology of fascism.
You have poor mental health.
I let my wife sleep with other men.
White shenanigans.
You don't need to virtue signal this hard.
Unvaccinated.
I'm a simp.
It's called a cuck.
Cis.
Soy bitch. Oh!
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
We choose truth over facts.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 2555 of the Daily Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you as powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexin' and all you
It's a fucking Carolina one.
All right, fam. Happy theft. Welcome to Friday. It's May the 5. And of course, we have the Tainty Man and the church in tow. We got a great show for you today to close out your week, but it's really to launch an amazing weekend. There is no week and there is no weekend. It's just another day to make some sick fucking gains. Then we have overtime immediately following today's live stream. So we will be crushing through today's episode. To get to overtime, make sure you join us over there, swolenormousx.com, to get access to all the private live streams. Not to mention, we had an awesome roundtable last night, which is available now inside Swole TV. If you missed it, it was awesome. one from 6 to 8 p.m. So make sure that you join the fam so you could be there for the next Schwam. We are looking forward to having you. So drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Happy Friday. Happy Fef. It's the day to focus on pillar number 1 and to unfriend, unfollow, unsubscribe, not from the Daily Swole, you goddamn fucking chode, but from all the other bullshit that doesn't serve you. It's time to clean house. Pillar number 1, all day, every day, but Friday is another reminder to hammer down on your community. That being said, let's get into the nut. Let's bust it open. We'll give away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that like button, you sexy beaches. Where's my like police at? Let's fucking go. Like police. Come on now. Hit that thumbs up and let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Put some respect on it, beaches. All right, Leo, you raging alcoholic. Cheers. Happy Fef, everyone. Happy Fef. Hashtag Fef in the comments down below. And we will give away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. It's Fuck'em Friday. For those of you asking and wondering, what is Fef? What is Fef? You got to plug the fuck into the Mancast. It is Fef Day. Friday Fef Day. Fuck'em Friday. Delete those contacts. Delete all that shit. What are you doing to celebrate Fef? When's the last time? Or what did you do today? Or what are you going to do to clean house in your community? I want to know. Drop that in the comments down below. Now, let's get into that tip. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, so we talked about yesterday's overtime segment that's available now in Swole TV for members. Again, check us out. Links down below, swolenormousx.com. We also have a Balls Deep for Summer release party, major release party, Monday, the 29th. And that's going to be absolutely lit. Memorial Day, we celebrate, we remember, we honor those that have fallen, and we usually have our Balls Deep for Summer release party on that Monday, the 29th. So be there for that. Mark your calendars. We got some big time releases. It's going to be a fun time. We are going, well, you have the day off, et cetera, but that's how we celebrate and that's how we honor. We make some sick fucking gains and we plant our balls deep knowledge cock flag on that last Monday of May. We also have some new drops from this past week. Dobby never skips leg day. Master gave Dobby a sock. Now Dobby can train legs. Make sure you go and check it out over there at papaswolio.com. Use code Daily Swole for 10% off. We got a lot of merch. A lot of merch over there, but that's the latest drop, so go and check that out as well. And this past week, we also dropped a brand new yin class for pelvis and hips. Express yin with Alex inside the yoga studio. So if you have not yet checked that out, make sure you do, because it's available now and it's a great class and yin is absolutely fantastic. Don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on that. I like that. I like your attitude, Lindsay. Lindsay says, turned off my GPS because I will gladly get lost listening to Papa Swolio. Fuck the GPS. Fuck the GPS. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I like it. Fuck that GPS. Who needs GPS? You'll never get lost. If you're banging your ear holes with some knowledge cock, you'll never get lost. All right. Chris says, had a lesson in listening to your body this morning. I decided this week to start amp up my active recovery days because I was doing practically nothing. That's not amping up. That's actually doing active recovery. When I got up this morning to go to the fucking gym for cardio, my whole body protested It's hard to describe, but my body was letting me know that I needed more sleep. If that makes sense, I feel so much better for having done that. I am encouraged that I can tell the difference between just being a lazy shit and genuinely needing rest. It's time to try some yin yoga today. Me thinks. So did you go back to sleep or did you go to the gym? I'm a little confused, but good for you, bro. Glad that you had a good day. I'm not sure what you actually did. That was a little vague. Did you go do cardio? Did you go back to sleep? I mean, you should be getting the fuck up. You should be getting sleep, but you should also get off your ass and go to the fucking gym. So whatever you did, if you're happy with it, we're happy for you. I just wasn't sure exactly what the outcome was for that. Joanne says 18 kilograms, dumbbell chest press for 8 reps. Woo. Not bad for a chick who's relatively new to lifting on week 10 of the 90-day dash, and pretty damn proud of myself, considering at the start I was doing 8 kilograms. P.S. I like pounds. It sounds like so much more. Oh, because she was writing in parentheses. So that's about 39 or so pounds and 17. So you're up about double. Excellent. And if you're relatively new to lifting, this is what happens. Your strength will increase a lot faster than muscle growth. So just make sure you keep on keeping on. And those newbie gains are always delicious. Newbie gains are awesome. Everyone loves some newbie gains. I like it. That strength always pops. Okay, last Swole fan post. Oop, I get the button.
What's in the box?
We got one here from Steph. We got a big chunker here, so let's get into it. Steph writes, hey fam, I had a crazy April and it really brought home the importance of mindfulness and community. You can have the best diet in the world, drink your fill of water, sleep 9 hours every night, and spend more time in the gym than the equipment. But if you're stressed out and plagued with negativity, you may as well be doing all that while bleeding out. Ooh. I work healthcare security and it's really taken a toll on my mental health. The post was toxic. Add to that, on April 10th, I was assaulted, by a combative patient and suffered a hand injury. I pressed battery charges. I was on restricted duty and finally discharged from medical care on Monday. The client suddenly claimed they couldn't accommodate me on April 21st after I stood my ground on boundaries, and I was removed from the schedule pending medical clearance. It all sucked, but it turned out to be a good thing. My company put me at another site so I could keep working. The client there turned out to be someone I knew and really respect from the former site. When he heard what happened, he was determined to bring me on board. I'm now at his site and it's a much better situation. And I got a letter from the local district attorney informing me that the person who hurt me will be arraigned later this month. Okay. My stress levels have dropped significantly and it's been noticeable to people around me. I'm also connecting with people more, have more energy, improved sleep quality, and my state of mind is so much better. I can feel it in my body as well. Well, that's where you'd feel it, wouldn't it? And that's where you'd feel it in your body. I'm just teasing. Now that I'm medically cleared by the doctor, I don't have to modify my workouts anymore. I'm even going on a date tonight. Ooh, very nice.
Because
I hope he likes making sick fucking gains. I'm not a survivor. I'm a winner. That's an important distinction. I'm proud to be amongst badass winners here, because whether you're new or you've been crushing it for years, you're here and I'm proud of you. Let me see if I can do all these hashtags in one breath. Here we go. Hashtag mindfulness, don't be a beast. GTTFG, community 7 pillars, no excuses, positivity, consistency is key, attitude is everything, back to basics, winner, not just a survivor. Woo! Got it. Nailed it. Glad things worked out. Good for you. Good for you. Now let me just put a pause on that because I got a little announcement to schmake. Let me bring this over here. I just have to load up another picture because it's awesome. Let me see. Okay. Well, we got a little something else to go through. I want to just put that here. All right, a little drum roll. It's exciting because I want to read a couple things here. And this is for everyone. I don't have the link in the description of the podcast, but you can read and you can use your brain and you'll be able to find this out. Because I'll tell you exactly where to get on it. Now, a lot of you are watching or listening are members, and a lot of you have downloaded the 7 pillars, so you get some of the regular emails. But if you want to really plug in, we got a little announcement to make. If you want some knowledge cock in your inbox, We are making email swole again. That's right, fam. So if you want to get on the epic email list, get Papa Swolio's knowledge cock in your inbox. I will bang your inbox. I will stretch that shit out. swolenormousx.com/email, and you can sign up. So make sure that you're on the list. Some of you have probably already been getting the emails, but make sure you go and check this out. We got a couple responses been absolutely dropping some epic emails this week, and read you a couple of the replies, and feel free to respond. Feel free to send back your thoughts for these emails, but go to swolenormousx.com/email. Chris says, good evening. I actually had a bad workout on Monday. I had no mood to work out at all, but today I had a great workout, and I was thinking to myself, why did I feel so good at the gym compared to Mondays? I came to the conclusion that Sunday I went to a barbecue, had a few drinks, and was paying the price for those drinks on Monday. Thanks for the motivation. Every time I'm slacking, my wife sends me one of your videos or starts saying, go to the fucking gym. Thanks, Chris R. You're very welcome, dude. Very welcome. And this is in response to the last email. I had a bad workout today, which is true. I had the bad workout. So these are personal emails and trying to share a little of the day to day. Neil writes, didn't want to fucking train, had a plethora of excuses at my disposal and ignored them all as I reluctantly stepped into the gym. Despite not wanting to do shit, I still slaughtered it, and that's what fucking counts.
Yow.
Goddamn right,
Yow.
Neil. Thanks for sharing. And lastly, Zach said, I actually needed this today, and I'll be sure to employ it tomorrow as well. Thank you for your influence and all your advice. You're welcome, Zach. I actually put on almost 10 pounds of muscle back in a few short months since I started telling my laziness demon to go fuck off. LOL, GTTFG, from Zach P. Grateful follower. Well, thank you so much. Salute and salud. So awesome responses. Thank you so much. And feel free, if you get one of the emails, which of course, if you go to swolenormousx.com/email, I will make your email swole again. Now I know that your email might suck. You might get a lot of spam. You might get a lot of promotions. You might get a lot of nonsense, but I will make your inbox amazing once more. So again, go to swolenormousx.com/email and put your name and address in there. Boom, you are ready to go, and you'll get that email. All right. You'll get the next ones right down the pipe, and feel free to reply and respond. And if something hits you or tickles your taint in a certain way, we're happy to share it on the show. Excellent. Love those updates. All right, so let's get into some questions. You can, of course, drop a question in the comments, hashtag AskPapaSwolio, or go to AskPapaSwolio.com and call into the show. We will take the first call today from Cole. Cole, you are on the absolute greatest mancast in the realm. Go, Cole.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for all the content that you post. It's incredibly helpful in getting me to do the things that I don't want to do, but know that I need to do. Anyway, my question is, what originally made you begin going to the gym?
Wanted to build muscle. Didn't want to be a weak little beesh. Isn't that pretty much why anyone goes to the fucking gym? What made me originally? I like the idea of building muscles. I saw people that had muscles. Where do you go to build muscles and get stronger? You go to the fucking gym. And it's a great confidence builder. I wanted to be bigger and more muscular. So that's why I went. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated, but I mean, I guess some people are morbidly obese and they want to lose and they went to the fucking gym. I think the only reason people go to the fucking gym is to build muscle and to get yoked or to lose fat or both. But I think what is important to understand is once you start going to the gym and you start training and doing things properly, especially when you start applying the 7 pillars, you start realizing all the additional benefits, that it's much more than just building muscle. It's much more than trying to have abs or getting bigger forearms or deltoids or something like that. So I think a lot of us start with the superficial, which is fine. I think that's totally fine. If you start with that, it doesn't matter as long as you start going, because you'll find your purpose, you'll find discipline, you'll find that confidence, you'll find everything that comes from training after the fact. This is why also a lot of people talk negatively about dating apps and things like that, like Tinder and X, Y, and Z. Whereas I do think the idea is pretty decent. Hey, you're attracted to this person. Well, that's a great start. That's a great start. And then you get to know them better at X, Y, and Z. So I think there's ups and downs, pros and cons. But a lot of times people start off things with the superficial aspect. Hey, I want to get muscles, or hey, I like he's attractive or she's attractive. But then you go deeper and you learn more about the person. You start caring about them in more ways than just the superficial, which do wane, which do disappear. But of course, the benefits from training specifically, not to get too far off topic, there are many benefits just from the psychological satisfaction, the psychological fortification of overcoming difficult things, pushing yourself to that limit, being disciplined to do things and put your body through stress when you don't feel like it, all those other aspects, not excluding the benefits to your health and, of course, looking a certain way. So, I mean, there's a lot of benefits. So thank you for the call, Cole. Super awesome. Let's see, Mariah, I got that bad workout email after a day with a bad workout and a harsh double shift. It was very timely and appreciated. Thank you, Mariah. Appreciate it. So if you're already getting those emails, you're on the list, so you're good. But you can always put your name and email in there again, just to be sure. I guess if you put a different email in, you'll get banged in 2 different emails. But anyway, so that's awesome. If you're already getting it, then you're already getting it. But super awesome. And we were talking about this last night. I think Lacey was on the round table and she asked this question, and we're talking about right now, because I'm kind of on the back end of having a low point, kind of a struggle with my training, but we're talking about getting it done anyway and adjusting what you do for your training, what you do for your pillars. And the pillars are going to fluctuate. So pillar number 3 is training. It doesn't say lift heavy weights. So training doesn't say lift heavy. Training doesn't say max out. Training doesn't say run a marathon. It says training. So if you're going through a struggle period, if you're really exhausted, if you're drained, you should still be focusing on training, but the training will be different. There's nothing wrong with adjusting your training and working more on mobility, or maybe you're focusing on yoga and you really want to go deeper on yoga because you just feel completely wiped out from heavy resistance training. Okay, that's still training. You can practice your mobility and training. Mobility is training. There's a lot of crossover with the pillars. But what's important to understand is that the training doesn't mean lift heavy. Going to the gym every day doesn't mean maxing out. Well, Papa Swole, you need rest days. No, you don't. You need active recovery days. You need to not be overloading with super high intensity all the time. There's active recovery, which could be going for walks. It has to pair up with your programming. It has to pair up with your training. Your training doesn't have to be super high intensity every fucking day. That's silly. That's nonsensical. You're not going to recover enough. So anyway, Dan says, that's why I started working out. Didn't want to be a puss. Now I work out to be healthy and also to not be a puss. Agreed. Start working out. You want to build muscle. You want to have size. You train like a bodybuilder. You look in the mirror. Hey, I like the muscle shape. I like this. I like that. I feel better about myself. But then it's also great to have muscle mass. And as you get older and as you go through all this, you start to not want to have pain. You want to not have discomfort. And there's a lot of things that I train for now that I didn't train for at the beginning, which is great. You evolve, you learn, and you adjust your training protocols to match. All right, hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. Fuck yeah! If you haven't yet, we'll take some more questions. Knowledge cock portion. We are going deep as always. Did you have any doubt? Of course we're going deep. It's the Daily Swole. Let's get a little tainty, man. Aww. Tainty. It's tainty and the church. Where's my church at? Fantastic. Delicious. Delicious and, of course, super cute. And like I mentioned earlier, we do have an overtime segment that will go live right at the end of today's episode. If you're not yet a member, swolenormousx.com. Links down below to get access to all the private live streams. We'll stream inside the Daily Swole Telegram chat as well as Swole TV. So all that information's in your Get Started series and on your home page. All right. Let's see. We'll take some more calls. But first, we got NB. Papa Swole, what are your thoughts on Sam Smith? Who is that? The name sounds familiar. Is that the singer? Like the guy who went completely weird? I don't know. That's a strange question, I think. My thoughts about what? I'm not even 100% sure if we're talking. There's how many Sam Smiths are there in the world? Probably 100 million. Let's see. Franklin, Papa Swole, is there a nutritional difference between young beef liver and regular beef liver? I would assume young beef liver is from a younger cow, I suppose, like calf. I suppose. Is there a nutritional difference? I would make sure it's grass-fed and grass-finished. There could be. Maybe a more mature animal might have. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably can't be too different. All right. Let's see. Michelle, tuning in with my daughter, doing homeschooling the right way. Oh, goodness. At least her vocabulary will be very colorful. No worries. Nothing she hasn't heard before. She's used to hearing Papa in the background now. Well, hello, Michelle's daughter. Make some sick gains. Make some sick gains with Mama. Listen to your mom and make some gains. You'll never regret making gains. All right, Tyler, Papa Solio, should I be focusing on stretching and mobilizing the muscles that are sore? Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see here. James, damn man, finally back after 8 months. YouTube kicked my sub and got a text about the swole. Fuck yeah, I missed this. My goodness, you know we're here every day. If you're not getting your alerts, come find us. Come find us. We're here. We're always here. YouTube might not tell you we're here, but oh, we're here. The singer who did a concert in fetish gear in front of children. Yeah, it's whack. It's just for attention. It's like Dylan Mulvaney. It's just for attention. If you go back, he wasn't getting a ton of attention when he was just a normal, quote unquote, normal person. But then, of course, when you're, I don't know what gender I am. I'm a non-binary leprechaun unicorn. All of a sudden, everyone gets on their knees and praises you. So I think today's modern music absolutely sucks the biggest kungus. So I don't listen to that garb. Yeah, it's desperate. It's desperate for attention. Celebrities are just hardcore narcissists. They want all the attention. And how do you get the attention? You spout the most ridiculous shit. You wear the most absurd things on the red carpet. You say the most absurd things. That's all it is. You do the most extreme shit and you'll get the most attention. All right. And what's the best way to exercise without getting too bulgy? I want to be lean without bulging muscles because I don't think that looks feminine, just my preference. Well, I mean, if you want to get lean, you have to build muscle. Build muscle. It's important for your bone health. It's very important. You're not going to get bulky. You're not. Anyone that says that, that's very archaic. Women do not get bulky when they lift heavy. It's very, very hard to put on a lot of muscle mass as a female. But if you want to metabolize more fat and build muscle tone, because obviously you want to be lean, you're not going to be lean without having muscle unless you just starve yourself, which I don't recommend you do. So you definitely need to challenge yourself and lift hard. You might not have to do a ton of volume, but you should be pushing yourself and lifting heavy weights. Very important. You're not going to get bulky. If you have a lot of fat on top of your muscles, then you might have like some temporary inflammation from lifting heavy weights. But, you know, with proper nutritional habits, following the 7 pillars, eating your organ meats, cutting back on processed carbohydrates and vegetable oils, and over time, you can make a lot of progress and you won't be bulky if you lift heavy. All right, let's see here. So we have a lot of women in the comments that are dropping those knowledge bombs, the knowledge clits in the comments. And Lacey says, and you literally would have to juice and train with maximum effort. Women don't just get bulky by lifting heavy. Indeed. And that's another point that we always talk about. Lacey says, most people don't train hard enough to get bulky. Most people that go to the gym don't get results. Most people that train don't. How many times do we get questions? All the time, right? I'm trying to do this. I've been going for X amount of time. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Pretty much everyone that watches the show or submits a question is trying to make changes. And they're asking questions like, how come I can't see more progress? How come I can't do this? I can't do that. Even people that are working and putting in a lot of effort to get results aren't getting results to their satisfaction. So it's even when you're focusing 100% on it, it's hard to get results. Giovanni, are you trolling me? Papa Soy, what are your thoughts on creatine? What are your thoughts on creatine? Come on. How many times have we answered creatine? You trolling me? You trolling me? Creatine's fine. Creatine's totally fine. What I will say is you don't need to load or anything like that. Creatine's fine. I take it. You get it in red meat and stuff too, but obviously you get a lot more with the supplementation, but it's harmless. It can be beneficial. Everyone's going to see different results from it, but there's nothing wrong with creatine. It's great. Anne says, okay, I'm glad I asked because I always see some women that have huge calves and arms and they just look too masculine to me. So I'm glad to know that doesn't have to happen. It's also your opinion. What looks masculine to you doesn't look masculine to other people. So that's just subjective. Calves are very genetic. Muscle insertions are very genetic. Some people have larger muscle bellies, so they have like thicker, more meaty muscle. And some people have very like long Achilles and very long tendons, and they have very short muscle bellies. And you can't change that. You can't change what your muscle bellies and your muscle insertions, which is what it's called, muscle insertions. Some people have very long tendons. And a lot of women do take shit. They'll take Anavar. People are taking so many supplements. Now, I wouldn't say anyone that has results is taking supplements. A lot of people think I'm taking gear. I mean, I will tell you, if and when I do HRT or TRT, whatever you want to call it, I'll let you know. But obviously, this is the way I look like this. So it would just be to maintain the muscle mass as I get older. As natural levels of testosterone will drop, I'm going to maintain my vitality, and I'll just let you guys know when I do that. It's not complicated. But that's a personal choice that people can make. But don't underestimate like how many people, and a lot of people take things in gyms and they don't get amazing results just because and some people are hyper responders to that. Just because you take anabolics or whatever it is, doesn't mean you're automatically going to make gains. You have to eat properly. You have to be training hard enough still. And some people are hyper responders to anabolics. In order to get optimal results from that, you need to also not everyone responds to those types of things the same way. Alan, Papa's secretly juicing like the Liver King. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Because we look exactly the same. I have just like a distended growth hormone gut and just like look fucking jacked and shredded no matter what I'm doing. I know you're joking, but. Oh, kidoki. Let's see here. Freddie, Papa Swolio, slower eccentrics are better in general. And for building muscle, are there times where you'd purposely do fast eccentrics? Slower eccentrics, controlled movements are great for building muscle. Are there times where you do purposefully fast eccentrics? Yeah, athletic training for sure. Athletic training, you have a very quick stretch shortening cycle. Things like box jumps or jumping down or agility drills and things like that. And plus, it's good to do some fast eccentrics. You get that with club work and stuff like that and kettlebells. You get a lot of that too. It's really good for preventing injury and stuff like that because a lot of injuries happen with really quick eccentrics and then that quick recoil and then tendons pop and things like that. So especially with athletics, plyometrics are quick eccentrics. Giovanni, what brand do you use? Muscle Feast. They have it on Amazon. I've been using Muscle Feast products I'm probably one of their earliest customers. I've been using it since, it was late 90s. It was like 2001 or 2. Small company from, I think, Ohio area. But they always had good prices and stuff. But you can get micronized creatine from them. Creatine's gone up so much in price over time. Elizabeth, I heard someone say that creatine is dangerous. I need a wah, wah, wah sound.
Come on, man.
Okay, let's see. Alan, that's the ultimate compliment, Papa. Looks like you're juicing, but in reality, you're putting in that work. I am, and remember, everyone's different. So you'll have a lot of people that are juicing saying like, well, you have to work hard and put in time. And I've been lifting for a long time. I have been. And I always say this, I haven't been, because I'll tell people how long I've been lifting. How long you been lifting for? People want to say, oh, people want me to say 4 years or 5 years. I've been lifting for 20 years, over 20 years. That doesn't mean that I've been trying to build endlessly for 20 years. Like, oh, you should be bigger. There should be. I could be bigger. I could be bigger. I could have more muscle mass. I could be bigger, but not much bigger. Not much bigger naturally. I could be, but I'm not willing to overeat to that point, and it's not comfortable for my body size. Where I am right now, and that takes humility too, because you can easily have body dysmorphia and think bigger is better. But at my height, where I am right now, I can move, I can lift heavy. I'm good. Any heavier, it's just too much. It's too much. I haven't weighed myself in a little bit, but I think I'm like 205, something like that. I think I'm like 205. Do I use Muscle Feast protein as well? No, I don't use protein powder. I consume raw dairy. Let's see. Lester, can you get better supplement deals prices on Amazon compared to GNC? I don't know. I haven't been in a GNC in years, so I don't know. I like ordering stuff on Amazon because I can just sit here and order it. So I will order on Amazon out of convenience. I do like shopping. I do like mom and pop shops and stuff like that, but I will use my thumb and order a product so I can I'm not going to go to a GNC. That's a waste of my time. All right, let's take another call. We got one from Ian. GNC goes to Papa.
Hi, I'm not going to be asking you any question. I just wanted to share something. That is, I had to face a breakup 2 weeks ago, and I was so devastated after that happened. Well, I wasn't finding enough motivation to go to the gym, but then I saw your videos, and every time you said, go to the fucking gym, my inner, motivation like kicked me so hard, and I started to go to the gym. So thank you so much for motivating, and thank you so much for, being so amazing. So yeah, appreciate it.
Ian, I love it. Thank you, bro. The breakup should have been enough. But I get it. Hey, if you're going through some heartache or heartbreak, use that. Funnel that shit into the gym. Good for you. I'm glad the videos hit home, and I'm glad you're going to the fucking gym. Good man. All right, let's see here. Freddie, what was the difference between raw dairy and regular dairy? Have been using raw milk, and I prefer the taste, though it really is not that much different. I mean, it's tremendously different. You didn't eradicate all the beneficial bacteria. So raw milk is fantastic. Big time. It's more fresh, especially if you're getting raw. I mean, usually you're getting fresh milk, and it'll last longer. In my experience, it lasts longer than store-bought milk. So when you're pasteurizing dairy, you're killing all the beneficial bacteria and the natural lactase enzyme. So a lot of people have lactose intolerance. So raw dairy is also going to be full fat. So 1, skim or 2%, all that shit, you're getting rid of all the beneficial fats. You're also, if you're pasteurizing dairy, you're also killing off the lactase enzymes, which help you break down the lactose in the dairy. So a lot of people have, quote, lactose intolerance because you're drinking milk soda. And when you have raw dairy, you will maintain those enzymes as well as all the beneficial bacteria. And I also make, if you have issues still, or you get a little gassy or things like that, you can also make kefir. So with raw dairy, I make kefir, and kefir feeds, or the bacteria, the yeast and the bacteria that you use to make kefir break down the lactose. So it makes it very digestible if you still have lactose issues. It's fantastic. Okay, let's see here. Ellie, let's take one more call. Ellie, you're on The Sleazecast.
Hey there, I have an issue. I'm currently skinny fat, and I used to be skinny fat before, then I lost a ton of weight. I was less than 100 pounds, and that was due to unhealthy eating habits, eating too little, working out too much, especially with cardio. So I had hormonal issues, I had issues with my left leg that still sometimes flare up with my tendons. So after I recovered this unhealthy pattern of eating, I went to the other unhealthy pattern of eating, which is binging and eating a ton of shit, and I gained a lot of weight. I fixed that as well. So currently I am an average person who eats normal food with the occasional junk food. And of course that's not good enough. I'm still skinny fat. So I want to ask, what should I do? Because I'm kind of scared of losing weight. I'm kind of scared of gaining weight. So yeah, I just need some reassurance. So thanks.
All right, lot to unpack there. So you're like you're standing on this little rock in the middle of like a lava pit. You're like, you don't want to go this way. You don't want to go this way. You're going to have to use logic to overcome all of this. Surround yourself with good people. Speak with a therapist. I would recommend professional guidance through this as well, just so you don't have any kind of relapse and things like that. I would look into focusing on animal-based dieting, grass-fed beef and organ meats, eating more protein and fat. You're not going to get fat if you're eating protein and fat. It's the vegetable oils and the processed sugars, making sure you're getting quality sleep, meditating, like we've been saying. Cerny also says in the comments, get professional help. Definitely follow the 7 pillars, lifting heavy weights. That's how you're going to get rid of being skinny fat. You need to build muscle. Focus on building muscle, get rid of inflammatory foods, focus on protein and fat, and surround yourself with a good community, whether it's a therapist and the Swole fam, listening to the show, calling in, being a part of the live streams, officially join the Swole fam over at Swolenormous X, and, surrounding yourself with good people in your immediate circle if you can. Yeah, get a therapist. That's a great way to complement that, because it's not just, okay, I want to build this, I want to do this, I want to do this. A therapist, what will happen is a lot of times you can go deeper and get to the root cause maybe of why you're jumping from obsession to obsession. And, if you get to the root cause of this and you handle that, a lot of these top level outcomes can be mitigated. All right. Let's see. Maggie in the Daily Swole Telegram. Do you take organ supplements or eat your organs? I eat my organs. I focus mostly on heart, liver, and bone marrow. We do have some supplements. We have some trachea and stuff for the dogs, and sometimes Mama Solia will take some spleen. I mean, I would recommend doing supplements for organs that you're not going to be consuming, but eating like grass-fed beef liver is amazing. Start with liver, heart, and bone marrow are the ones that I personally focus on. I don't eat everything. You got to really know how to prepare some of these things, or you can eat them raw, and some things, you got to make sure, you got to know where it depends on where you're getting your foods from, your nutrients, or your food. I mean, your grass-fed beef, if you know where it's coming from and how fresh it is and stuff like that. I wouldn't be like eating like intestines off like a supermarket shelf per se. All right. And also when it comes to organs, it's an acquired taste, and a lot of us that didn't grow up eating organs, you have to really know how to prepare it properly, because it'll have it's a completely different taste than just muscle meat. All right. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. And of course, if you want to submit a question for tomorrow's show, tomorrow is Swole Slut Saturday. We will get into more questions. You can go over to askpapasolia.com, submit a question, and turn on your alerts, your notifications here on YouTube and Rumble, and to be notified. But if you're a member, you'll get a Swole text and a Discord alert and a Telegram alert, all that stuff. All right, time to go balls deep. Let's go.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
All right. Let's see the Tainty man. Oh, Tainty boy.
I give it a...
Look at you.
A 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
You're a 10. A 10. You're a fucking 10, Tainty man. Church, out of 10, I think I'll give you... a 7.5.
Aww.
I'll give you a 7.5, not a 10. Tainty's a 10. Why can't you be more like your brother? Huh? Why can't you be more like your brother? I'm just kidding. All right, you're a 10 too. I'm just kidding. I kid. Give me a little smile. Give us a little smile. Good girl. Okay. That baby's a 10. Church is an 11. You hear that? You hear that, baby girl? You're an 11. Everyone thinks you're an 11. They think you're so cute. All right. No one's active today. It's always she's clawing at me and like pawing me while I'm setting up the show and after the show. But during the show, I ignore you. You don't exist. Daddy, you don't exist. All right, let's get into some balls deep. What we got here? Ooh. Oh, horrible, horrifying, gross. Did we go through, hold on a second. Did we go through that? Ew, what the fuck is that? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? Ooh, we got 2 from the same chode. All right, this is bad. This is bad stuff. I hit the mat.
Come on, stop whining.
No, I hit the mat. This is bad. This is bad news, fam. This is bad news. You know when I look at the videos and I'm like, oh God. No, it's bad. It's bad. First, I don't know if you guys heard this story. Ex-NHL star PK Subban. I have no idea who this person is. That's NHL, so, you know, if you watch hockey, said no one ever. I do like hockey, though. Playoff games and stuff, but whatever. Slammed for body-shaming Lizzo live on air as he makes a crass joke about the size of her lunch. I shared this on Twitter the other day, and I'm like, and what? And what? Lizzo is morbidly obese and a grotesque role model for girls and for people, and advertise and flaunts her disgusting body, in my opinion. You know, it's one thing to be morbidly obese, another thing to shake it around and, you know, pretend like it's some kind of, achievement. So let me just read this one part and we're going to move on. He shocked fans. I don't think anyone was shocked. It's not shocking. Everyone's pretending to be offended. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. What, that Lizzo's morbidly obese? He shocked fans as he analyzed Game 1 of the Panthers versus the Maple Leafs Stanley Cup playoff series. When his co-host John Buchigros quipped Toronto should, quote, pack a lunch after losing 4-2. Subban responded, quote, maybe they need to pack a Lizzo-sized lunch. Oh!
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
It's called a joke. Chill the fuck out. It's also true. Look at this clown on Twitter. PK Subban randomly dissing Lizzo was not on my bingo card for tonight. You fucking baby.
Come on, stop whining.
Lizzo is known for being a body positive advocate. No, she's not. No, she's known for being a fat grifter. Body positive advocacy is not a thing. I mean, I guess it was a thing for people that had amputations and were burn victims, or you have a big, massive tumor on the front of your fucking head. But this plus size, the whole positive thing, there's nothing positive about being fat. That's not something to be gloating about. That's not something to be lauded and applauded. Subban's remarks saw fans demand he apologize to the singer, with a retired hockey player branded a, quote, clown and fat phobic. PK, dude, whatever you do, I don't know where, this is from a couple days ago and I shared it on Twitter. Whatever you do, don't fucking apologize. Do not apologize. I'm so tired of people apologizing. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Do not apologize. Do not. There's nothing to be apologizing for. Because here's the thing. Here's the sick shit about this. Lizzo will be like, look at my fat ass. Oh, shaky, shaky in a thong. You know, everyone's like, oh my God, gross. You know, shaking. Look at my fatness. Look at my fatness. Look at my fatness. And then he'll say something about it like, wow, she's fat. You called me fat. You're singing about it. You're gloating about it. You're promoting it. So when someone states the fucking obvious that you are promoting, oh my God, he's so mean. No, we're not playing that game. A Lizzo-sized lunch is fit for a pack of elephants. Okay? We know this. He said it. A Lizzo-sized lunch. You would have said a Chris Farley-sized lunch. You say it about a dude, no one's going to say anything. No one's going to say anything, but it's like, oh my God, you're fat phobic. She promotes being fat. Her identity is around being fat. She's popular because she's fat. And other fat people are like, oh yeah, so brave. Yes, Queen Slay. Yes, Queen Slay. Slay the buffet. That's for fucking sure. All right. Come at me, bro. Not you. You're fat phobic. Good. Yeah, Lizzo-sized lunch. All right. Don't apologize. Look, you said it. So here's the result. You said it. It didn't hurt anyone's feelings. It hurt no one's feelings. They just want you to take a knee, bow to them, and they want attention, okay? It hurt no one's feelings. You know why? Because it's words. It's sounds coming out of a face hole. It didn't hurt anyone's feelings. It didn't. That's bullshit. Oh my God. Making fun of Lizzo wasn't on my bingo card. You're playing bingo while watching the NHL playoffs? That's a strange thing to do. I bet you weren't playing bingo. Lizzo's grotesque. And her music sucks. All right, let's move on. Be offended. Be offended. You're welcome to be offended. It's your free country. You can be offended. And no one cares. So let's move on from those facts to grotesque videos. Do not apologize. Do not apologize. Do not apologize. So he said that. Okay, Lizzo's fat. She promotes being fat. She's famous because she's fat and doesn't care. And it gives a lot of other fat people the leeway to not change and be like, oh, well, Lizzo, yeah, body positive. Look at me. I'm gorgeous the way I am. Oh, you're a meanie. You're a mean person. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm so brave. You're so brave for not moving. You're so brave for eating garbage. You're so brave for not exercising. You're so brave for not taking care of yourself. So brave. Michelle, my daughter asked, who's Lizzo? I'm doing something right. Oh my God, are you doing something right? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you and your daughter. Okay, let's move on from that train wreck. Let's do this one because this one, I think we have 2 videos from this person. Ah, Jesus Christ. Is it the same person? All right, let's do this video. This one says, we didn't do this last Wednesday because it was like 2 minutes or so. This says, kid wore a shirt that said there are only 2 genders. Any questions? Any questions? He must have watched Kindergarten Cop.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Right. I'm going to take the lead on this and then we'll raffle a couple other videos off. All right, kid wore a shirt that said there are only 2 genders.
In the 7th, 10th grade at Nichols Middle School, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today. I never thought that the shirt I wore to school on March 21st would lead me to speak with you today. On that Tuesday morning, I was taken out of gym class to sit down with 2 adults for what turned out to be a very uncomfortable talk.
Can we pause right there and just say, dude, like this kid being in a microphone, speaking in front of, like, well spoken so far. I mean, for a kid, imagine like speaking, like how nerve-wracking that could be. All right.
I was told that people were complaining about the words on my shirt, that my shirt was making some students feel unsafe. Yes, words on a shirt made people feel unsafe. They told me that I wasn't in trouble, but it sure felt like I was. I was told that I would need to remove my shirt before I could return to class. When I nicely told them that I didn't want to do that, they called my father. Thankfully, my dad supported my decisions and came to pick me up.
So let me clarify this. People have the right to feel unsafe. You have the right to feel unsafe, not from a shirt. Okay? Not from a shirt. I mean, you have the right to feel unsafe. You have the right to be offended. We see that all the time. You have the right to be offended. People are offended for no fucking reason. Oh, these kids, oh, your shirt makes me feel unsafe. Well, your parents failed you. Go dig, go in the, you know what, send those people, you know what, you want to feel unsafe? How about we rewind the clock and you go work in the coal mines? And then we'll see how safe you feel.
What did my shirt say? 5 simple words. There are only 2 genders. Nothing harmful, nothing threatening. Just a statement I believe to be a fact. I have been told that my shirt was targeting a protected class. Who is this protected class? Are their feelings more important than my rights? I don't complain when I see pride flags and diversity posters hung throughout the school.
Jesus
you know
Christ.
Why? Because others have a right to their beliefs just as I do.
Facts.
Not one person, staff, or student told me that they were bothered by what I was wearing. Actually, just the opposite. Several kids told me that they supported my actions and that they wanted one too. I was told that the shirt was a disruption to learning. No one got up and stormed out of class. No one burst into tears. I'm sure I would have noticed if they had. I experience disruptions to my learning every day. Kids acting out in class are a disruption, yet nothing is done. Why do the rules apply to one, yet not another? I feel like these adults were telling me that it wasn't okay for me to have an opposing view. Their arguments were weak, in my opinion. I didn't go to school that day to hurt feelings or cause trouble. I have learned a lot from this experience. I learned that a lot of other students share my view. I learned that adults don't always do the right thing or make the right decisions.
Facts.
I know that I have a right to wear a shirt with those 5 words. Even at 12 years old, I have my own political opinions, and I have a right to express those opinions. Even at school, this right is called the First Amendment to the Constitution. My hope in being here tonight is to bring the school committee's attention to this issue. I hope that you will speak up for the rest of us so we can express ourselves without being pulled out of class. Next time, it may not only be me. There might be more students that decide to speak out. Thank you for your time and good night.
Thank you.
So it's videos like this that give me hope. Videos like this, knowing that there are parents that are raising their children with just well-spoken, well said, and again, rights supersede your feelings. Again, because feelings are subjective. You can feel however you want. You can feel like you're a unicorn. You can feel like you are, I don't know, a bird. You could feel like anything you want. You could feel happy. You feel sad. I'm sure some of you felt sad today or recently this past week. You felt down for a little bit, but then you came back. You could feel however you want. I could feel drained. I can feel my feelings, my feel. Okay. You're going to fluctuate. Okay. You're going to feel different ways, different times, but that doesn't supersede your right. You can feel afraid. That doesn't take away people's right to own firearms. You can feel afraid. Okay. That doesn't take away someone's right to say words. What are words? They're sounds coming out of a face hole. People can say what they want. And if you censor speech, if you don't allow people to speak their mind, then we can't make progress as a society. You need to be able to have free speech in order to make progress. Anyway, I hope this kid starts a website with that shirt and sells millions of them. I'll buy one. Maybe, you know what you should do? You should have like the sky is blue and there are only 2 genders. You should just make a whole line of Captain Obvious shirts, right? There are only 2 genders. The sky isn't blue. It's refracted light, but it looks blue, right? Okay. The sky are gravity. Gravity exists. Now we don't know what it is, but gravity exists. Whatever. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Here we go.
He's heating up.
Fam. Let's take this one because it's, we have 10 seconds and 14 seconds. I think it's the same person. These look like 2 different haircuts. Who cares? I apologize for if you're on your cell phone, how many of you are on your cell phones right now? Tell me if your cell phone doesn't just get extremely heavy right now. When I play this video, your hand is going to be like, whoa. You're going to feel it. It's going to hit like a ton of bricks. This one says not meant to be 600 pounds.
What's in the box?
I'm just going to do these and we'll raffle one off.
False assumptions in this comment aside, how can you say that humans were not meant to be my size when we do exist today and have always existed? What are you using to determine what body size is natural and which is not?
I'm going to call bullshit on the fact that there are like a lot of humans throughout history that were 600 pounds because you didn't have access to that much food and vegetable oils and processed sugar. The comment says, you ate your way to 600 pounds. Fact. Like you kept eating and didn't stop. The fuck? Humans were not meant to be your size. That's a fact too. Okay? That's a fact too. Guess what happens if you're 600 pounds and there are saber-toothed tigers around? You're eaten, you're consumed, you're dead. So yeah, humans were not meant to be that big. Saying that humans are not meant to be that big doesn't mean that humans can't be that big. Obviously, you have proven that. Stupid argument from a stupid person, but what else do we expect? We have another one from the same person. I'm sorry. It sucks. It's miserable. It says, on the flip side, fat activists folk take weight loss as a personal affront to their body positivity. Of course, because their identity is built into being morbidly obese. So anyone that tells them to not be morbidly obese, you're telling me not to exist. You're telling me not to be. It's not your identity. Your identity shouldn't be black. Oh, I'm a black person. Okay, you have melanin in your skin. You're not black. You're dark, dark brown. I'm not white. I am, I don't know, kind of like golden. Okay.
Fat activists invented body positivity. In particular.
Okay, holy shit. Can we get an absolutely fuck no here? This is false.
Fuck yourself.
Fat activists did not create body positivity. Holy shit, you're dumber than I anticipated.
Fat activists invented body positivity.
Nope.
In particular, fat black women.
Nope. Okay, that's a nope, by the way. That's a whole can of fucking nope.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Shut up, bitch!
All right. Yeah, that's a triple decker. That's a 7-layer cake of nope. All right. Jesus Christ. We got 2 more videos. Oh, God. These are both bad. These titles are fucking up. All right, pick a number, 1 or 2. What do we got? Then we're going into overtime, fam. Number 1 or number 2? Oh my God, let's go.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh my God, that was good.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, Lindsay Jacobs to the main stage. Lindsay to the main stage. Lindsay to the main stage. All right, number 1. Lindsay says number 1, so we can blame Lindsay for our eye holes being raped. 3 meals a day is racist. Here we go.
That the 3 meals a day thing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is from colonialism.
I've been waiting for this day continuously. If you don't know me, please go check out my page. I talk a lot about diet culture and its roots in white supremacy, racism, and just whiteness in the food system as a whole, and this person really articulated it well. And also thank you for sharing this book. What is so amazing about that book and also what's being discussed in that video is it really articulates how whiteness has infiltrated the way that we view and address our hunger cues, because we are trying to adhere to very strict schedules that our bodies didn't, they were not created to immediately adhere to. Like, you don't come out the womb being like, I will only eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Society tells you only eat breakfast.
Oh God, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You can fast, you can eat 1 meal a day, you can eat twice, you can graze. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Colonialism.
Lunch and dinner. And like, think about how many times people don't eat after dinner, even though they're still hungry, because it's like, well, I can't eat after dinner. That'd be bad. Check out some more of my videos on this. Okay, bye.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay, everyone. That's Lindsay. Lindsay says, again, I don't know why it's racist, but it is. All right. Everyone says, thank you, Lindsay. See, you know what? I really do. I mean, I get the whole scapegoat thing, right? I get the whole scapegoat thing. The scapegoat, look, the scapegoats play. It plays because that's a horrible video, but we could just blame Lindsay for it. I mean, it's so much better. Now I get why people do it. Yeah. Let's just blame Lindsay for all our problems. Oh my God. You're not Jewish, are you, Lindsay? No? Too soon? Come on, it's a joke. It's a joke. Thank you. I'll be here all week. All right, tomorrow is Swole Sut Saturday. Fucking more white shenanigans. More white shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans, look at the tainty man. Look at the tainty boy. Look at the tainty man. He's such a tainty boy. He's a tainty boy, man.
He's a tainty boy. He's a tainty boy. Look at you, tainty man. Look at you, tainty man. Look at you, tainty boy. Look at you, tainty man. Look at you, tainty boy. I love you, tainty man.
He's the sleepies. He's the sleepy tainty. And, of course, the sleepy church. All right. What's that in your hair? No. Oh, okay. That was just your skin. All right. Lindsay, I'm like 2 days in the Swole fam. That's right. You just joined. I'm like 2 days in the Swole fam getting heat. I love it here. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Lindsay just joined. She's getting roasted. Let's fucking go. No one's safe. No one is safe. Okay. Here we go. Last one. You ready? This one's called Actively Losing Weight. Okay, so the cover of this says, I'm a fat person actively losing weight. Spelled wrong, of course. And the cover says, what I eat in a day as a fat on vacation. As a fat. I am a fat on vacation. Day 20 of 365. Are you on vacation for 365 days? Suckling on the government teat, mayhaps? Okay.
Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
Actively losing weight. Last one, we're going to overtime.
What's in the box?
I can't take much more. Here we go. That froze. Okay.
I'm a fat person actively losing weight. Here's what I eat in a day unrestricted on vacation. Breakfast was a McDonald's sausage.
Oh, God. Fuck. No. 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 Not you. You're fine, bro. You're fine, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, hold on a sec. I was not ready. I was not ready for that.
Emotional damage.
I was not ready. Howard! Okay, look at his butthole. It's already ripped open. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. I'm not upset at you. Fuck. I'm gonna vomit. Here we go.
I'm a fat person actively losing weight. Here's what I eat in a day unrestricted on vacation. Breakfast was a McDonald's sausage and cheese biscuit and a Major Melon Mountain Dew. Next are gourmet cupcakes from a shop that won an episode of Cupcake Wars. I ate 3, then I went to this magical place, drank half of a Corona Extra, sucked on a slice of lime. Then I got mad and tried to destroy the planet by causing a tsunami. It didn't work, god damn it. That's okay because God made mozzarella sticks. I had 3, then I had 2 slices of pizza. Ow, hot yum. Double cheeseburger, fries, and a large Pepsi. That's all I had for the entire day. Don't be mad if I'm skinnier than you tomorrow.
You didn't burn over 3,000 calories. What is the text on the screen? Oh my God, this is disgusting. I don't care that she's morbidly obese. I mean, I do care. It makes it extra gross watching someone who's, you know what's really sick about this shit? I feel bad for her. Like she's going to die young. It's really sad. But this is the same as watching, you see the videos like in Philadelphia and San Francisco where you see homeless people that are drug addicts. They're all strung out on fentanyl and meth, and they're in the streets and they're bending over and they're shooting up. Like you see someone destitute on the streets shooting up. It's the same thing. You're watching an addict kill themselves. Like this is sick. This is sick shit. And I don't have to make fun of her. I don't want to make fun of her because I have some I have some morals. Like I don't have to make fun of her. Like she's mocking herself. It's really a cry for help. Like you're watching an addict. That's all you're doing. You're watching an addict kill themselves. And this is acceptable. This is promoted. Oh my God. Yes, girl. So brave. Yes, queen. Slay. Slay. Enjoying your life. Living your best life, queen. You know, her comments are all like, what I eat in a day as a fat on vacation? You mean as an unhealthy person? I mean, I've consumed none of these things in years. Like, I could not bring myself to take a bite of any of this fake ass garbage. Jesus Christ. Zero nutrition was consumed. Nothing of value. It's really sad. So you're literally watching an alcoholic drink and continue to ruin their lives. That's not glamorous. You're watching a meth addict get high. You're literally watching someone, like, it's legal to kill yourself in this way. These foods are legal, right? Heroin's legal in most places. Meth. These things that we know are hardcore addictive, detrimental, fentanyl. Yet, of course, you can stuff your face with this absolute industrial waste and promote it and be like, yeah, what I eat on as a fat on vacation. It's a desperate cry for help. And she gets attention from this. And what's crazy is that I guarantee, like, the comments, yeah, there'll be some comments calling it out. But then, of course, those comments will get banned for bullying and harassment because you'll have a lot of other bots and people that are addicted as well supporting this. Why is this supported? Why is this supported? Why is this supported? Why is this encouraged? This is an addiction. This is someone killing themselves, consuming their drugs. And fucking crickets. If anything, hashtag body positivity, hashtag fat queen. I'm sure she identifies as queer or non-binary, whatever. You know, got to collect all those infinity stones, protect yourself, insulate yourself, because then if you're saying you should lose weight, oh, you're anti-queer. You're anti whatever the fuck. That's usually what happens. I'm neurodivergent. I'm differently abled. Why are you such an ableist? Not everyone can walk like you. Some people have to waddle. And again, if you are watching this and you're fat or you're obese, I don't hate you. I want you to love yourself, but I want you to take the appropriate actions which will reflect actual love. Just saying that you love yourself, actions. What are the actions? What are the actions? Okay? What are the actions? Like, I have no issue saying watching someone who's morbidly obese eat that garbage is disgusting to me. It is gross. It is nasty. I don't hate this woman. I don't wish her ill. But then, people come after me. Oh, you're being so mean. Oh, you're bullying and harassing. She's bullying and harassing herself by stuffing this garbage into her face and poisoning herself when her morbidity is off the charts. But my words. Oh, my words. Oh. Different realities. Logic and common sense is out the fucking window. So if you can put this trash online, I can voice my opinion. And if you want to know who's in charge and who holds the power, you have to look at who you can't criticize. So you can't talk about facts. You can't talk about gender. You can't talk about men and women because, that's a social construct. We just make those things up. Yeah, okay. Just a fucking billion years of evolution. Yeah, we're just, it's make-believe. We're only here by, I don't know. Anyway, promoting this stuff is equivalent to pushing cigarettes on children. This is the equivalent of pushing alcohol on an alcoholic. This is the equivalent of funding drug addictions to people that are hardcore addicts. Like, this is the equivalent of all those things. Yeah, this is socially acceptable. I mean, unfortunately, some of those other things are socially acceptable too, but this is social. Like, there is no, because if you have any kind of opinion against it, you're a meanie. I'm fat phobic. Am I? Oh, am I? Have you seen that video? Fat phobic. Jesus Christ. You're made up offense terms. You wish you were that important. You wish you were that important. Look, I'm not going to care about your life more than you should care about yours. Why do you care so much about this individual? Because this mind virus has to stop. This cultural poison has to stop. If we don't have hope for the future, what else do we have? So I would like the future to be bright for my future children and for the world. I would like to think that things are going to improve. So we have to fight these mind viruses and, call out the sickness when it exists. And again, like someone else was mentioning earlier, like that little boy, that 12-year-old boy, our future, right? That 12-year-old boy. I have the right to offend people. You do. But it's not really you offending people. You have the right to be offended. It's your choice to be offended. People are actively choosing to be offended. You're not causing offense. There is no such thing as hate speech. You're taking that as offense. You're taking that as hateful. That's your interpretation. That's your opinion. All you're trying to do is control other people. You're trying to control what other people do. You're trying to leverage and gain power. That's all that life is. It's a power struggle. Survival of the fittest. It's a power game. A lot of 4D chess. That's all this is. And these are just different ways for people to try to leverage power. I can say things that you can't. I'm black, so I can say the N-word. You can't say it. I'm not saying we need to say it, but that's how it goes. Same thing with, you can't call me fat, but I can say I'm fat. I'm taking the word back. Fat. I can say whatever the fuck I want. You don't have to like it. You don't have to spend time with me, but you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. Anything. Anything. It's just a power game. If you can say something that someone else can't, you have the power, right? Little incremental steps. Little creep. That little creep. But anyway, that was a good rant, but stuff makes me sick. Watching someone who's morbidly obese eat garbage food just makes me sick to my fucking stomach. I just can't fathom it. It's so depressing to watch. It's so gross. It's so gross. God, I'm so fucking gross, man. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. And the fact that people support this and promote it and encourage it and allow other people to, do this kind of stuff. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oops. Why can't I click different things? Looks like we're gonna have to stop the stream and do overtime after. Gonna have to restart that. Really weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, so let's do this. We're giving away the Swole card, and then we're gonna go into overtime. So we'll start the overtime back again. So, fam, after we go into, hold on a second. Maybe, let's see if we could do it this way. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, weird. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's give away today's Swole card. Let's fucking go. And then we got overtime, so you can start heading over into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. For members, join us, swolenormousx.com. Let's give away today's Swole card. Here we fucking go. Oh, I like it. You know what? Today's Swole card is our very own Steph. Congratulations. From our Just the Tip section. What a great fucking story. Steph changing her life, going through, switching jobs, switching locations, making sick gains, maintaining her sanity. Congratulations, Steph. Everyone, make sure you post up in the Facebook group and let Steph know that she won today's Swole card. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2555 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you this Swole card. We'll take some soundboard requests. Congratulations, Steph. Fam, we got overtime coming up. So why don't we do this, fam? Head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Overtime.
He's on fire!
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
What the fuck is that?
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Dodson, we've got Dodson here!
Emotional damage!
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Who's ready for a new drive while gaining?
You can be fat and be healthy.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Ah, the strong hand.
I better use my strong hand.
Oh, Tainty Man and the church. Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Scratch your booty. Scratch your booty. Booty scratch. Booty scratch.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
A jelly donut?
That Rusty Spoon fam.
I like to caress Rusty Spoon.
Everyone's like the Rusty Spoon gang. How should we fuck off, oh Lord?
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord? Loud noises!
Shut up, bitch!
Looks like a mustache from Total Recall.
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude.
The ice joke.
Are there any women here today?
Here we go. Yeah! All right. Oh, Cerny said gypsy tears. No one cares. No one cares, Cerny. Okay, fine.
I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
All right, fam. SwoleNormousX.com to get into... Wait, you smell that? What's that smell? No, not that. Oh! It's overtime. Okay, here we go. Fam, it's overtime. Let's turn this bitch red. Head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat and Swole TV. For members only, of course, will be available later for watching if you can catch it live. But let me ask you a question. What the fuck are you doing with your life if you're not yet a member? If you're listening to this show, if you're listening to this show for more than a couple weeks, I mean, like, how? I'm always impressed. I've been listening to the show for a couple of years and I just joined. How do you bang your ear holes with this knowledge cock for more than like a couple days or weeks and continuously stretch your ear holes out and not join the Swole fam? It's the greatest fam in the world. Brand new Driving While Gaining. If you know what Driving While Gaining is, go check the classics on YouTube. We don't post them anymore because they're too offensive. They're too offensive. It's too much. It's too much. The censors can't handle it. They can't handle the Driving While Gaining. But guess what? The Swole fam can. Brand new Driving While Gaining right now in overtime. So head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. If you're a member and you're like, how do I get into it? Log into your account right there on your homepage. You see the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Click on it and join in right now. Fam, thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for Swole Slut Saturday. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, Daniel-san, it's time for overtime. Banzai, Daniel-san, overtime, Swafam, overtime. Hey, all right, we're going. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, McGoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Out. Overtime. Overtime.
I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands. I said, whoa.